Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll learn about partitives in French. So what are partitives? Partitives is a part of grammar that we use to say quantities or something. Like if I wanna talk about some quantities and not the thing on the whole, I prefer to use partitives and say whatever I need to say. So on the website learn.frenchwithkunal.ca, so you can just choose the grammar here, and in the grammar section you can choose here in the A1 partitives. You find it here. So let's quickly discuss what are the rules, how we form them, and how to use them. So before we get to use partitives, we have to learn the contractions, basic contractions in French. So what are the contractions? So these are the contractions that we must know by heart. First one is the le, this one that becomes du in French, and then comes the la, that la is for feminine article and it remains as is, and then comes the plus l apostrophe, that doesn't change as well, that is same, and then the plus lay, it becomes they. Example, so the plus le te, that would become du te. Then comes the plus la pizza, so the noun here is pizza, which is feminine, so it will become the la pizza. And after that comes l'hôtel, because H is silent in French, so that becomes the l'hôtel. And then comes les pâtes, so pâtes is guys pasta in French, and it becomes des pâtes. So now you see that these are the contractions that you must know before learning partitives in French. So on the left, I have made a list of nouns that are kind of exceptions, because anything we know normally, like 80% of the words ending in e, comme elephant in French, is feminine, but these are exceptions. So le thé is masculine, le café is masculine too, le beurre is butter, is masculine too, le fromage ending in age, any word ending in age is masculine too, le fromage, le sucre is sugar, le sucre, and then these are the feminine exceptions, la pizza, la forêt, forêt is forest, la maison is house, and l'eau. It's very important, people get confused here a lot. So l'eau means water, and it's also feminine in French, femina. Now, we generally have certain verbs that we use to express partitives. So these verbs are manger, prendre, acheter, vouloir, boire, ajouter. So these verbs basically help us to talk about quantities. So I'll give an example for that. Je mange de la pizza. So this de la pizza, if I want to say a small quantity of pizza and not all of it, I would say je mange de la pizza. And why I didn't contract? Because this is femina. This pizza is femina. That's why I didn't say du pizza. And next is partitive sentence, the verb boire, je bois du lait. So I didn't drink a bottle of milk or maybe a packet of milk. I just drink some milk. So some milk in French, we use it partitive to say that, je bois du lait, and it's masculin, du lait is masculin, and that is du lait, je bois du lait. Next comes the plural. So for the plural, we did use the contraction, the plus les, it becomes they, j'achète des pommes, j'achète des pommes, that is plural. And so that were some examples on how you are using partitives. Now, the next question is, when do the participes change? So we have three circumstances when the participes change. First one is negation. So when we have negation, we change the particles. So normally I would have written je mange de la pizza, but since it's the negation, so I'm gonna omit la when writing a negative sentence. So I'll omit article in the partitive. Je ne mange pas de pizza. Direct. Second scenario is in adjectives. So then we have certain adjectives like un peu means little bit, beaucoup de means a lot, assez de means enough, peu de means sufficient quantity, trop de a lot, moins de it means little bit, plus de it means more. So when I'm using these adjectives, I do not use article as well. So that's another scenario when partitives change. Je mange un peu de pizza. Last comes the quantities. So when I'm specific about quantities of certain things, I will omit articles from the partitive sentences. So for example, je mange une tranche de pizza and not de la pizza. So these quantities can be replaced by un morceau, une cuillère, une bouteille. Just to let you know that une tranche means one slice, un morceau is a piece, une cuillère is a spoon, une bouteille is a bottle. So okay, so now we'll come to the website, and whatever we have learned, just practice if we have understood the concept well. So we'll go here and generate live quiz to see if we have understood the concept in a good manner. So this is AI is generating the live quiz. The topic is partitives, and we'll see if we have understood the concept. J'achète. So since the verb is acheter, so I will say j'achète du pain à la boulangerie. Okay, that's some bread. Okay, if I would have said j'achète une loaf, then that would have been une. Okay, just that's something that I bought. Then tu manges viande pour le dîner. So tu manges de la viande pour le dîner. So viande means meat, and it's some quantity. It's feminine. Tu manges de la viande pour le dîner. Il boit de l'eau chaque jour. So he drinks some water every day. So O is starting with a vowel, so it has to be de l'eau, and that should be de l'eau. Nous mangeons des fruits frais. So since fruits is plural, so you see S at the end, so you have to write des. Nous mangeons des fruits frais. Je n'ai pas de sucre dans mon café. So here this is special, guys. Since it's negation, je n'ai pas, so I will say de sucre and not du sucre. Because of this negation, I will eat the article of sucre. Je n'ai pas de sucre dans mon café. Elle ne boit pas. So again negation, de lait and not du lait. Vous n'achetez pas. Vous n'achetez pas. What will come here? The legume. Why the? Because it's a negation too. Vous n'achetez pas de légumes. Doesn't matter if it's plural, we have to write the here. Ils ont de l'argent. They have money dans leur poche. They have some money. Ils ont de l'argent dans leur poche. They have some money in their pocket. Est-ce que tu veux du café? Est-ce que tu veux du café? Do you want some coffee? Nous préparons de la soupe avec des légumes. So we prepare some soup with the legumes. So alright, if you want to practice this, just come to my website and then you can just practice this with AI real time, and you can just enjoy. Every time you will try to practice with AI, you will get a new set of questions so that you can master this subject. I will paste this link in the description so that you can just practice partitives in French. Thanks for watching.